some men are saying you are giving hope, which is good hope, holding women accountable, holding men accountable. But they're
Mhm.
saying that you are literally, I even wrote it down. You are letting men walk into a burning building. That's number
Mhm.
one.
Mhm.
We talk about, oh, there's some good women out there, right?
Mhm.
And I'm going to play a video because I think this guy also talks about the same thing, how um it's tough. It's not easy to figure out who is a good woman, who's not. So give
Sure.
me 1 second. Let me play this and then to give the context.
I'm a woman. So what you saying?
I said women don't like dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, he's toxic.
So my question was, do you fuck with a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked
I'm
is
listening.
because if you fuck with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing
I
this,
respect that,
this
baby.
nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This is the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hose, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got two parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you gonna try to figure out which lion gonna bite your ass or not? You're gonna be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the fucking difference.
All right, Jeff, now.
Mm-hmm.
The real women are too close to the crazy ones. Men
Mhm.
don't know the difference. How a man supposed to choose? Like we talked about, even the good ones have feminist friends. So are you really telling men to walk into a burning building? Because eventually,
Mhm.
that's what some men believe, and that's why some guys have stopped dating. They're like, you know what? Eventually, even if she pretends for 10 years, she could pretend she's the best woman, and
Mhm.
then before you know it, she takes my kids, she takes my house, and things like that.
Yeah, it's totally fine if you don't want to include kids in the scenario. If you just decide, all right, well, I'll deal with women, but I won't have kids, then that's one less thing you got to worry about. Number two, depending on the country and culture, you can. We have to get to a place as men where we stop operating out of a place of scarcity when it comes to women. The better that you build up yourself, the more that you realize that the pool of women that you're choosing from is not only in the US. This is a global dating market. So stop behaving as if it is. These women, long before, stop treating it like the only men that they're going to entertain is the men that's right in front of their face that lives around their neighborhood. They'll deal with any man that hits them up on social media or these dating apps from anywhere around the country or world. So when are you as men gonna start to realize the same rules can apply for you too? First of all, you were born in second place as a man. You want to know why? Because you were born in America. So what's this global competition between you and all these men around the world? You were born on second base already. You just got to do a little bit more work to move up a little further than that. So let's start with the obvious part. Okay, America is burning. The building is on fire. All right. The family court system in America is not fair to men. So you going to be abstinent or never deal with women ever? Or you going to put yourself in a position to deal with women that you think you can pull from better pools? Like when I say a scarcity mindset, man, y'all are looking at this stuff through the lens of I'm walking into a street and there's 8 stores to choose from, and you're convincing yourself there's only one store you're allowed to shop from. There's 8 stores. and you keep going to store one that has all the inferior products that's problematic and always breaks down. There's 7 other stores to choose from, and you keep going to store one. So when all these other guys are dating out of their race, dating out of their culture, dating out of their countries, because they're putting themselves in more advantageous positions, and you're like, well, I just won't play. You're right. You don't want to have hope. You don't want to see another, you don't want to be smart enough and logical to adapt to this situation. You just want to complain. You want to say all is bad and all is wrong. Do it. Go ahead. Because you're going to end up in the same place as the ultra feminists and women who can't do life with men. Y'all going to end up in the same place at the same retirement home. Go ahead, do that. Some of us are just trying to give y'all some damn hope to add a little bit of spice to your damn life. If nobody's going to tell you this, I'm not saying that your life isn't meaningful without women. What I am saying is there's a different element of life experience that you can have and can be enjoyable if you stop looking at this through a scarcity mindset. The only women that's available in the world is the ones in America that hate men. Come on, bro. Let's be honest. So that's the first issue. The secondary issue is, to me anyway, the video we just watched, the caliber of not being able to recognize what type of woman we dealing with. Fair. It's OnlyFans is normalized now to some extent. Women dressing more provocatively is more normalized in public and on social media. That's legit. Why are you entertaining any of those women that do that? Why even entertain them? Oh, you forgot that you don't have to? Did you forget that there's women that don't do that? And even what you just said, but what if she has those friends right beside her? Then that's not your girl. She for the streets. She for external validation from other people. You already know, like, the things are, if you've gotten to the black pill mindset, that means you're smart enough to be a really good assessor of what the landscape is in terms of dating and social environment and social interactions between men and women. You're actually an excellent assessor. You can acknowledge that things are really dire here in the States. What I'm disagreeing with is your conclusion about and what to do about it. My stance is put yourself in a position so that you have options in life. If the economy sucks in America and inflation is bad and everybody's complaining about the cost of everything, there's 2 types of people. There's those that's just going to complain about it and just be resolved with staying and saying it is what it is. I'm not going to try to make any more money. I'm just going to, the cost is crazy. I can't get a home. I can't do this. And then there's other guys that's going to do the opposite. The landscape is trash. Inflation is crazy. The cost of living is insane. And I'm going to put the work in to make more money than I ever have before, so that while everybody else is complaining and stuck, I'm going to have options of what additional properties I can buy here and abroad in the next couple years. Same environment, same experience, 2 different mindsets. So if I can buy a home in the next 3, 4, 5 years on an island for a retirement property that I can use as an investment property, and you're still complaining about the cost of living here, but I decided to try to increase my income every year and try to double it between this year and next year, and you still doing the same thing as before, you don't get to complain, bro. I mean, you get to, but you don't get to complain about the results with women, with your money, with your experiences. Don't tell me what's not possible if you open up your mind to the things that I'm kind of describing, bro. That's where I'm coming from. I was born in Philly. I was born in the hood. When we moved to Jersey, I lived in the projects. Now my home is worth more than my parents' home, and I make more money annually than both my parents made combined when I was young in the same state. And I've had to buy a home that's 5 times what they bought the same home for the same type of square footage. So this is why when I believe it was either Joe Rogan or Dana White, they were talking about how there's so many weak men that if you just decide to see life as a competition and a race and you actually start running and competing, you're going to stand out from almost most other men.